legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. So Buffalo's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Bulls decide to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the draw. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
Wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. To the air, it's Agbana. It's on target and complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. Hard-hitting tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for these.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. quickly complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brosmer. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. and his throw is incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Going deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The Bulls in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Agbana. It's complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football really well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
And the Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Coming up, 4th down.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off-play action on first down. Floating away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
The running back has it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Gain of 3. 3rd down coming up.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, the running back has it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Dropping back, it's Agbana. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Got it on the outside. It's Snow. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Agbana. He lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw. It's Agbana. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Snow. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Third down coming.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Snow. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Snow. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.